Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol ANY. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and it just makes levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. What do I think about this one? Well, this is definitely kind of tricky from a presentation standpoint because there's a whole lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a day trader and you bought right there, or maybe you bought right there and you wanted to sell within 2.5 minutes after buying, then yeah, for you the chart's looking pretty rough. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, then yeah, I get it. There is a pretty deep pullback today. But from the big picture, the bulls do still have an opportunity to build a higher base. And when you have higher bases being built over bigger, pictures of time, that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. I'm going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess is you just had a much different outlook and strategy going into the trade. And to really kind of illustrate this, I want to focus on a very important level. And that is right here. I don't know what the value is. I just am seeing it via the chart. So we'll assign a number to it, $2, and we'll call it 70 cents. That green line right there, which actually the price bounced on a couple times today. So the bears try to press down through it, but to give credit where credit's due, the bulls did a good job of holding strong. And the reason this level is so important is, let's say the price actually does that a few more times, comes down here, bounces around there, and then just goes sideways right around that area. What would that give you from a big picture perspective? Well, that'd give you a set of lows right here. Previous set of lows down here. If you picture these as stair steps, then from the overall perspective, the stair steps are still technically going in the upward direction. Again, I fully realize and acknowledge that if you bought up here as a day trader right there, you couldn't care less about these overall stair steps. But that's why I try to kind of, clarify up front that I am going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So 270, very important level of support going forward, because if the price were to come down here and let's just say break through that level and then worse yet separate to the downside, at that point in time that would literally be putting the price right back into that range where it already was. And not to state the obvious, but prices going back to where they were, that's not a sign of true strength at all. What about levels of resistance? In regards to areas of resistance on any sort of bounce to the upside, that first key level right there at $3.15, and I'm just going to leave it at that because in my opinion right now, top priority is going through a healthy consolidation and building a higher base, not necessarily breaking areas of resistance. So far so good. The price is holding up above 270, and you definitely want to see that continue to happen as the week unfolds. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.